So you guys remember Nixon from the last video? I mentioned him when I was talking about people that I made my videos with, like my sister and him, which Nixon is not his real name. I just needed to conserve his identity. Well, he got expelled. You see, Nixon was a sports player. He loved sports. He loved everything about sports, especially football. And apparently he was at high school because a lot of the sports at my school and the other schools are run by the high school in our area, or they at least take place at the high school in our area. And apparently he said something about shooting up the school. Now, whether that was a joke or a threat or something else was beyond me, but long story short, he got expelled because of that. Now, you might think, oh, it's just one bad apple out of a bunch. Well, that's not the only story I have to share today. Now that I think about it, this isn't really a rant or anything like I've posted on my channel before. It's mostly a story time, or at least an assortment of different stories that are based around my school. So maybe I'll create a new story time playlist. Doubt it, but let's get on with the video. So I've gone to a total of 4 schools in my life, excluding preschool because that didn't really count because it's not school. It's just a place to send your kids when you have to go to work. But of those 4 years, I only recall 2 people getting expelled. The one was Nixon, which happened like a week ago, and the second one was this kid. I actually don't remember his name, but he got expelled for sexual harassment. So I don't recall exactly what happened, but all I know is that he got a bit too friendly with one of the other kids in my school. And then he got expelled. That was last year. So 2 years in a row, a kid got expelled. And if you don't know what that means, well, from the terms of my authorities in school, that means you're not allowed to go to any school in my county, which is Horry County, any of the schools in Horry County at all, like 100%. I don't know the logistics of it. I don't know if you can get it appealed. I just know that he basically just ruined any chance of football career if he wanted to pursue in his life. Yeah, so those are the times that 2 kids got expelled. Whether it was deserved or not is beyond my concern. But instead of the times that the school disciplinary system worked, let's talk about the times that they didn't. So this kid, it doesn't matter who he is. That's not the point of the story. He's not exactly the most well-behaved kid. He gets in a lot of fights and stuff. He did fight another kid, punch him in the nose, and that was interesting. But that's not the goal of the story. Well, I guess it is, because he didn't really get punished for it at all. But this kid, he got in trouble for that fight, actually. And instead of, getting disciplinary actions taken upon him, he ran away. Like, I'm not talking about ran down the hall and into another classroom. He ran outside of the school, hopped the fence, and into the neighborhood that the school is situated next to. And that caused a chase between the resource officer. He didn't really go very far. He kind of just gave up once he found out that he crossed the fence. But the kid was discovered by one of our teachers, or main authority figures, driving down the road, because apparently he was still in the neighborhood, I guess. I don't know. And so he got dropped by back to the school the next day, and from what I know, there was no disciplinary action taken against him, because he was still there the next day. Maybe ISS, but I don't think so, because he was just kind of in the lunchroom with everybody else. And if you think that's bad, he ran away again. He got in trouble with one of my friends. We'll call him Jack. He got in trouble with Jack, and instead of facing the consequences, he ran out again. And this time, he ran through the 8th grade hallway. That means everyone in my class, since we have window walls, which is not exactly safe if we were ever attacked, everyone saw it. My sister was in the hallway in like a collaboration area where there's a bunch of tables out in the middle, or like out in an open area in the hallway, and I was in the classroom at the very end of the hallway, and I guess I was doing work on my Chromebook, and my sister saw the entire thing. So all we know is that everybody turned around and they saw booking it down the hallway into the little area where it leads up to the stairs of the 6th grade hallway, or it leads outside, and he ran outside. And shortly after that, you saw the resource officer running at top speed down after him. So I asked my sister about it, and she said, oh yeah, was running down the hallway, I guess. And then Jack, when he came back into the classroom, because I have the same class with him for that class, he told us that he got in trouble. I don't remember the reason, but he just knows that just like got up and said, "That's school," and then ran out the door and then never to be seen again. And he hopped the fence a second time, and he still didn't get suspended or ISS because he was back the next day. So I don't know about the school, but apparently they don't care when people just run away from school. Maybe there's not a rule against it, but I still feel like you should come up with something to punish him, like 3-day suspension. So, but of all the people I talked about, which is only 3 people, there is this one kid that is probably the worst, and here's why. He acts stupid and he knows it. You see, this kid, for whatever reason, joined orchestra, which is like a thing where you play instruments, but it's not band. It's like, anyway, he joined orchestra, and according to my friend who also plays in orchestra, he doesn't actually do anything. And you might honestly say, oh, why did he join orchestra if he doesn't actually do anything? Well, they're going to Universal at the end of the year, so in a few months. And I guess he wanted to get in on this trip, so that's the only reason he joined band, is to exploit the trip. And they're supposed to sell chocolate for the trip, right? And they sold chocolate, and the chocolate's really good. Like, it's top notch, and it was $1 per bar. And, well, he got ISS for giving away the chocolate bars. It was $60 a box, and he bought a box from the school. The school has to pay for that. Well, you have to pay the school, but the school had to pay for some of it, and he's just giving away the chocolate bars for free. And when he got ISS and he got back out, he still is giving away the chocolate bars for free, or he was until he ran out. But that's not even the half of it. He got into multiple fights. He got into a fight this year with the same kid who ran away. That's the reason he ran away in the first place. And he got in another fight with his other kid that nobody liked last year. But they started wrestling in the bathroom, which is disgusting. But this kid, he doesn't stop. He hangs around with people like, well, I can't say their names because that'd be giving away their identity. He hangs out with these bad people. Not bad. You know what? He hangs out with people that are unlikable because of their actions to other people. And he just kind of acts like he's a crony to some of the more popular ones. But he's he acts really dumb and attacks people for no reason. And he knows this because otherwise he's like a schemer. He scams people. It's really weird. And the most I've seen anything done to him is ISS. So I don't know what the school's going to do about him, because I know he's going to do a lot more in the future, but they should really watch him because he is a lot worse than Nixon or the kid that ran away. So in conclusion of today's story, kids in my school are dumb. That's all I really have to say. I can't wait to go to my new school. Hopefully it will be filled with intelligent people. Doesn't mean that it won't be annoying. Heck, I'm annoying. I'm going to be going to school. So, they should be better than the kids I have to deal with now. But yeah, anyway, I sound so pretentious. Make sure to dislike the video and unsubscribe to make me feel, to bring my ego down here, because I am a horrible person. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to smash that dislike button, send me a hate comment, unsubscribe, whatever you have to do to kill me inside. And as always, peace.